Bruce Wayne isn't just losing the fight, he's losing his soul. What Scott Snyder has done in Absolute Batman number 18 isn't the victory, it's a free fall. If you thought the betrayal in issue number 17 was heavy, get ready. The secret Martha Wayne has been hiding will make you question everything you know about the Court of Owls. Forget the Batman you know. Today, the symbol has finally swallowed the man. Did Bruce go too far this time? The chapter kicks off with a flashback that flips everything we thought we knew about Bruce's mom. Martha Wayne is in the middle of the New Mexico desert. She calls Bruce and leaves a message saying she has to disappear for a few days to take care of some things, but she makes sure to tell him he'll always be her boy. That's when things get real. A van pulls up in front of her and out come the Talons from the Court of Owls. They use a code that Martha herself knows. They blindfold her and take her into the unknown. Keep that in mind because the revelation about her past at the end is going to blow your mind. Back in the present, all hell is breaking loose in Gotham. Batman is taking on a horde of Poison Ivy's clones. Alfred, who in this universe is that sinister intelligence agent on the comms, warns him, "Bruce, don't breathe in the spores." But Batman? Total radio silence. He's obsessed. He wants to find Ivy's weakness, which in this world is a bizarre mix of plant, insect, and bacteria. He knows something in there has to be vulnerable. While he's tearing through the clones, the comic shows us this villain's origin. All that was left of her after a fire was a heart kept at sub-zero degrees temperatures. She was trapped behind glass, feeling the primal forces of the red, the black, and the green. She hates what men have done to her and the world in the name of profit, and she wants to help Batman embrace that side too. Ivy tries to get inside Bruce's head. She wants to turn Batman into an evolved plant, stripping away all his pain. This triggers a flashback from Bruce's side. We see the hero desperately trying to stay in touch with his friends, Waylon, Oz, and Ed. Harvey Dent has already been pushed out of his law career. Everything is falling apart. And remember Martha's message? Bruce listens to the beginning and hangs up. He's saving that audio for when he truly needs it. Back in the present, Ivy is beating Batman down, promising to take away his suffering, but he stands back up screaming at her to get out of his head. The Bat is just too stubborn. We jump back to Martha Wayne at the Court of Owls base. The Talons are pissed that she made contact, saying she had no right to do that after she stopped being a Talon. Then comes the mic drop moment. Martha reveals she wasn't just a Talon, she was the Talon, the best the court ever had. Can you imagine that? Batman's mom was the court's ultimate assassin. What a twist. Back in the present, Ivy says Batman is like a new organism that Gotham is trying to reject. She even points to the weapon that can kill her. Meanwhile, we get another huge flashback where Alfred is talking to his mysterious boss, who says the new target isn't Jack Grimm, who is the absolute Joker, but Batman himself. If Alfred doesn't play ball, things are gonna get ugly for him. That's when Harley Quinn and the Red Hood gang show up to help Alfred. And check this out, in an ambulance we see a young, exhausted Dick Grayson promising himself that tomorrow he'll do something about it. Is he a Talon in training? All signs point to yes. Crazy, right? Bruce heads back from work, turning down his co-workers who are trying to invite him to a post-shift happy hour at a recently opened Batman-themed bar. On his way home, Ivy tries to break into his mind, telling him that no matter how much he tries to walk with his head down, change is coming. After all, the rich, like Jack Grimm, the absolute Joker, can see it. They're the ones who hate any kind of change, and the worst of them is Grimm himself. He's the leader looking down and laughing at everyone from the top. He's capable of making any kind of deal to stop progress, and Ivy wants to prevent that. But back in the past, Ivy never imagined that the Joker could actually be defeated. She was stuck in Arkham for years until she saw Batman himself walking through there. And guys, this happened during the Absolute Bane saga. It's an incredible arc, and we have the full video for you to check out. I'll leave the link down below so you can watch it right after this one. It was there in Arkham that Ivy realized she'd need to team up with Batman to make any real change in the city. Because she feels it. Grimm is coming for him soon. Grimm goes after anyone who tries to change things, but for Ivy, for this alliance to work, The Bat is going to have to embrace the change. He has to accept what needs to be done. Ivy then reveals she's about to release another spore so powerful that Bruce will change regardless of his own will. Pretty sinister, right? At that moment, we jump back to another flashback where Bruce is trashing a stand selling Batman merch. Jim Gordon shows up, grabs them, and tells Wayne he really needs to talk. And before Bruce, or even you watching this, thinks this is about Gordon having an affair with Martha Wayne, Gordon clears the air. It's not that. It's pretty obvious here that Gordon knows Bruce's secret. He knows he's Batman. Bruce asks if his mom knows, but Gordon says she hasn't connected the dots yet. Bruce asks him what he should do, feeling like he needs to become something too dark in order to win. Gordon says he can't give advice on that. He's just a guy who loves Wayne's mother, but he does have some advice he heard from his daughter, Barbara. But before we hear it, the story jumps back to the present and the brutal battle against absolute Poison Ivy. Batman is trapped in Ivy's vines when Barbara suddenly shows up to help. She wants to get the Bat out of there before SWAT arrives, but Batman, being who he is, refuses. He won't leave until he puts an end to the spores. Tell me, is this guy a complete badass or what? Of course, it's not going to be easy. Ivy overhears them and is disappointed in Batman. Meanwhile, back in the past once more, Martha is with the Court of Owls. A Talon points a gun at her while she talks about how much the court used to mean something. They stayed in the shadows, fighting something much more powerful. They were warriors fighting for a better tomorrow. She says that's why the court doesn't need to hide anymore. It needs something new. Back in the present, Ivy tries to stop Batman, but he fires his sonic weapon at her. It makes her scream in pain, and even though she resists, that was exactly what Batman wanted. That's the power of Batman's prep time for you, right? Batman tells her that when she tried to invade his mind, he managed to understand her past too. All her talk about Batman needing to stop being human to evolve had a certain irony to it, because she couldn't fully do it herself. Ivy kept her human heart intact. It was the only human part of her she couldn't get rid of. Again, in the flashback, Gordon tells Bruce that in the past, he had his own agenda and convictions, but the city demanded more from him. One night, Barbara Gordon told him something that stayed with him forever. A tree grows taller if you care about the roots. Now guys, pay attention because things get frantic here. Batman stares down Ivy while telling her she doesn't want to lose her humanity. Martha Wayne tells the court they're better than this. SWAT finally raids the building where the battle is happening. Batman demands Ivy destroy the spores. She finally gives in and blows them all up. Gordon tells Bruce he has good roots and he'll know what to do. But in the present, Poison Ivy tells Batman that by refusing to evolve and destroying the spores, he might have just condemned the entire city. Batman sticks to his plan and fires directly into Ivy's heart. Back with Martha, she looks absolutely shocked by something she sees at the court meeting, and before it's revealed, the Talon fires at her. Is this the end for Martha Wayne? Is DC going to kill her off anyway in this universe, even though she didn't die with Thomas? The story doesn't reveal that yet. We'll have to wait for the next issues. But before you click away, hold on, because what Batman just did changes the game completely. It changes everything we've seen so far. Batman destroyed Ivy's last human connection by shooting her heart. By the time SWAT arrives, Ivy is alive, but heartless, vowing to kill Batman. Barbara Gordon is shell-shocked by Bruce's coldness and tries to give him back his mask. He says he's evolving and that everyone else should do the same. The guy went full-blown dark. And what are the consequences? Bruce is isolating himself for good. Oz thinks his friend Bruce is knocking on his door, but it's just a delivery guy. Eddie sees on the cameras that Bruce isn't even trying to talk to him anymore. Harvey Dent is gone, and Waylon is back to normal, looking for a friend that doesn't exist anymore. Batman climbs the top of a building, opens Martha's message, and instead of listening, he deletes it. He deleted his last connection to his mother. That is heavy, and we don't even know for sure if she's actually dead. Imagine how much this will destroy him if she really is gone. So intense. But the surprises aren't stopping there, because the next issue, Absolute Batman 19, promises Robin. Is it the Robins from Jack Grimm's army or the Red Hood gang? My money is on the gang.
Scott Snyder is delivering an insane deconstruction of the hero. I loved this downfall of Batman. I thought it was brave and really well executed. We're seeing a total character deconstruction here, and I don't know about you, but I can't even imagine what comes next. But what do you think? Did Batman cross the line? Can his friends pull him out of this hole he's dug for himself? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, to make sure you don't miss a single detail of the upcoming issues, click here and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. It's super important to hit that bell so you're the first to know when the next video drops. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time. I'm out.